Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George. So tonight I want to talk about this big lawsuit, the one that everyone is talking about, and that is the cftc suing Binance, suing CZ and the previous compliance officer. It sounds like everything that the cftc has alleged came from loose lips of this compliance officer. So it sounds like the whole case is built on testimony collected supposedly from other employees or from this compliance officer, but you know what? We don't know. It's hearsay. We don't know if those things are true. So tonight I want to break it down for you guys and kind of go over everything. And plus, I think the timing of this is very strange, and I'm going to explain why. So this morning, I pulled this up. Here's why the U.S. had to sweeten terms to get the SVB sale done. So this morning, I covered how there's another bank, First Citizen, that acquired SVB for $72 billion. That's a lot of money, but they paid or received a 23% discount, okay, which is substantial. And what people have missed is the fact that the FDIC still holds about $90 billion of the asset from SVB. Who knows what that's worth? So I did cover that this morning. So this is not a good thing. This is basically a bailout and something that the FDIC and the Fed push to get done so that people are not fearful about banks going under, about their money not being able to be withdrawn. So that's why they had to do this quickly. Okay? And take a look. FedBar calls SVB. And take a look. FedBar said SVB is a textbook case of mismanagement. Okay, we all know that. It's due to greed and leverage. But the Fed and FDIC wants to sweep this under the rug. Again, they want to protect the banks. They do not want to cause more fear, so they want to stop this in its tracks. And right now we know that a lot of people are turning to crypto, turning to Bitcoin specifically because of distrust in banks. There's been a lot of bank runs, bank failures. People don't trust the banks at this point, which is why I'm speculating that this lawsuit that came out this morning has a lot to do with what we're seeing. Since so many people are turning to Bitcoin and crypto, what better time to cause some FUD, to cause some fear and try to get people out of Bitcoin and crypto. And let's go after the biggest exchange on earth, Binance. Okay. Now, if you look at everything that they're alleging, okay, here's 7 damning quotes from the CFTC Binance lawsuit. If you look at most of the things they're alleging, they're all coming from supposedly the chief compliant officer telling other people what CZ said. Are those quotes true? We don't know. Just because this compliance officer said, well, CZ said this or CZ said that, that doesn't mean it's true. He could be making it all up. That's the thing. I don't know if any of this will hold. First of all, Binance did say they will comply, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But there's a couple things I want to go over. First of all, the lawsuit is against CZ himself and this previous compliance officer, Samuel Lim. And if you look through here, everything that CFTC is alleging came from something that Lim said. Okay? For example, if you go down, the very first one is about terrorists and terrorists sending small amounts. Supposedly, Lim explained to a colleague that terrorists usually send small sums, as large sums constitute money laundering. Lim calmly replied, can barely buy an AK-47 with $600. Okay, If Lim said that and Akale replied that does not mean, first of all, CZ approved it, and second of all, that it's actually happening. They could be speculating. Or maybe it did happen, but still, that does not mean that's normal activity. That's something that CZ is okay with. So, again, it's hearsay. KYC optional. Okay? Again, supposedly, Lim said that in 2019 that CZ doesn't want us to do KYC on .com. Again, this is coming supposedly from Samuel Lim, not CZ himself. Moving on, the 2 BDC limit and U.S. citizens. Okay, apparently Lim told Zhao, CZ, that a huge number of Binance Tier 1 customers via trading in 2 BDC no KYC loophole can be U.S. citizens in reality.